Hey guys, hope you're all keeping well. This is my reaction to the news that Mike Blair has been appointed Scotland interim head coach for Scotland's summer tour to Romania and Georgia. Of course, he comes in as head coach whilst Gregor Townsend is away with the Lions, and I think it's an interesting appointment. Of course, Mike Blair hasn't experience of being the head coach at any level. He's been the assistant and skills coach at Glasgow in Scotland, so he's built up a few years of coaching experience. But going into the head coach role is, of course, a different kettle of fish. I think he's going to learn a lot from this, and also it's going to be interesting to see who he picks. I expect to see a few youngsters coming through. Hopefully, I'll see a few youngsters blooding on this tour, and also I just hope that he does learn from it and does improve as a coach as well. I understand there's maybe some folk who are a bit dubious about it, considering he has no experience of being the head coach at any level, and there's maybe some other coaches at the regions who might have been a better shout to come in, if they wanted to come in, of course, but I'm prepared to give him a chance here because he's going with more or less the same group of coaches. He's got Jim Mallender, who will be on the coaching team as well. Of course, Jim Mallender has experience of being head coach of both Sale and Northampton. Was head coach in Northampton when they won the Premiership in 2014. And also, of course, the rest of the coaching team is pretty much as you were, apart from Peter Murchie comes in as covering defence coach with Steve Tandy also away with the Lions. With Peter Murchie is a bit more interesting because he doesn't really have much coaching experience at the highest level. I think he's still got a bit to learn, and he's still a young coach, but he's another one I think will learn a lot on this tour. Obviously, it's 2 games Scotland you'd expect to win, but also I think it should be used as a tour, as I'm saying, for blooding a few young players, trying to show we've got quality depth, especially at some positions like fullback, because I don't think we can rely on Stuart Hogg forever, with Stuart Hogg a certainty to go on the Lions tour. I know we have Sean Maitland who can cover there, but he's going to be 33 later this year, so I think we need some youngsters coming through who in a year or two time will be close to Stuart Hogg's level. Not saying they'll be as good as Hoggy is, but at the level where they can at least compete for the fullback jersey, and Hoggy has something to think about in knowing he's being challenged. I'm not sure Blair Kinghorn's the answer. When I've seen him play for Scotland, he's always looked better as a winger than he has as a fullback, and I still think at the fullback jersey at international level he's got a lot to learn. I expect him to be the first choice fullback going into this tour, if he's fit of course, but yeah, I think it could be a good learning experience for him, but I'm wanting to see if there are any other options as well going forwards. I think in regards to captaincy, obviously with Hoggy being away, I think Jamie Ritchie would be a good shout. Sadly, I'd like him to go, but I don't actually see Jamie Ritchie going with the Lions unless there's injury cover. I think there are a few back rowers who are a bit ahead of him. So I think he might just miss out. I hope I'm wrong, of course, and Johnny Gray I think will just miss out as well. But after a long season with Exeter and with regards, will he be fit enough to tour this with this Scotland side? You'd hope so. Obviously, if he was picked for the Lions, he'd be going there, but I think he will be another one who'd just miss out. So yeah, I'd have either Johnny Gray or Jamie Ritchie as the captains of the tour. And as I said, in certain positions, I already talked about fullback. I think at fly half as well, we need to look other than Finn going forward to get a fly half close to his level. I know Adam Hastings will probably be on this tour in the first choice fly half, but I'd like to see a couple others given an opportunity. Maybe Edinburgh's Chamberlain going on tour as well. Maybe get some time off the bench in both the games against Romania and Georgia. Of course, 2 games, as I said, we're generally expected to win, but also 2 games we've got to be wary of because Georgia especially will give us a tough time in that match, but hopefully we go into the series with the knowledge that whilst we're expected to win, we also have to be absolutely switched on, and that we know both teams are capable of turning this over if we have an off day. So that has got to be the mindset going into this tour, as well as hoping to look at the development and giving some of the younger players and prospects maybe a bit more experience, and hopefully we will see that. That's all I've really got to say, guys. Thank you very much for listening. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you later on.